love that you counted down this time. Never in 2 years have we counted down.
But if I can't be left to my own devices. I can't do anything consistently, you know?
That's not true.
Well, counting. I can't
That's
count
not true.
consistently.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Maggie.
And I'm Amanda.
And we're sisters.
In law.
We're watching Suits one episode at a time.
It's a show so nice, I've watched it twice.
And a show so great, I'm watching it late.
Thanks so much for tuning in.
Maggie's never seen it and Amanda's obsessed. They don't wear fancy suits, they are casually dressed. They are sisters-in-law and they got a show about a law firm drama that aired a few years ago. Only Suits fans, only Suits fans. Only Suits fans, only Suits fans. Only Suits fans, only Suits fans.
Only Suits fans.
Excited to be recapping another season of the
goodness.
show, and this was a fun one.
I really loved season 2. I'm so glad it got renewed. I'm a little disappointed it hasn't cracked the top 10 of Netflix. It makes me nervous that it won't get renewed for season 3, which I would be devastated by because I genuinely feel like they found the rhythm this season, and I love it.
Well, our hope is that this podcast could get it to that point. Okay. Do we want to talk about, do you want me to do a brief first? Okay. I'll do the brief first. And apologies in advance. It's a little self-serving.
Never apologize.
Okay. Season 2 with Love, Meghan had me wanting to hang out with Meghan. Maybe it's because she's letting her hair down, and maybe it's because she threw in some rap songs as dialogue, or maybe it's because we share a bond. It's a strong bond that is only shared by a few. Is it the striking brown hair and eyes that we both have? No, but I can see why you might think that. Is it our impeccable way of hosting parties? Also, no, but definitely similar. It's because I was last week years old when I found out that Meghan Markle Rachel Sussex was a Kappa Kappa Gamma, and so was I. I can't wait to meet my sister one day and talk about edible flowers while I slip her the grip.
Slip her the grip sounds so gross to me.
I know, that's why I wanted to do it.
As someone who was not in a
However,
sorority.
to all my Kappas that are out there, they know, it's one of those, if you know, you know.
Yeah, all you Kappas out there slipping grips. With your slippy grip.
No, not slipping grips. It's slip her the grip because we have a secret handshake.
No, I assumed that's what slip the grip meant. I didn't think anything else, but it just does leave me feeling a little like, ooh, slipping the grip.
A little ooh or a little ooh. Kind of wish you were a Kappa.
I do. I wish I could have been in a sorority without having to do any of the sorority things because I love the idea of swag. I love the idea of sisterhood.
You would have been rush chair. She was rush chair. You would have been rush chair.
Yeah.
100%.
Except for in college,
you would have been rush chair.
Was in a spirit organization and I did not do any of the leadership things.
But you would have been rush chair, which was like recruitment, and you would have spearheaded it, and it would have been so organized, and you would have been great at it. In fact, at this very moment right now on this podcast, I'm actually going to make you an honorary Kappa. We all get to choose one honorary Kappa in our life. Okay. It's kind of like on Suits where you get to pick an intern when you're a partner. We get to pick as Kappas if we have completed our service at a university as a Kappa Kappa Gamma. And if you still have your key, because I do still have my pen, my pledge pen. And if you have that, you're allowed to pick an honorary Kappa. And because you don't even know this, you're so on brand because Kappa's colors are dark blue and light blue. And look at that background of yours.
Wait, are you lying to me or are you being for real? Because this seems like you're making it.
Kappa's colors really are a dark blue
I believe that.
and light blue.
Are Kappas?
Kappas are the color of a Kotex box, dark blue, light blue. Kappa is the color of a Kotex box. You can wear one
Wait,
too.
but I feel like you're avoiding
It
the
was,
real
you know.
question, which is, are Kappas really allowed to designate one honorary Kappa, or was that just an improv off the dome idea you had that you thought you could manifest if you said it on a podcast?
Let's get into episode 1. Hey, next time I see you in
Slip
person,
me the
I'm
grip.
going to slip you the grip.
Okay, first of all, I did want to say before we get into this, last episode when we were recapping season 1, I was like, where do they live? Like someplace Sino? No, it's Santa Barbara. Duh.
It's Santa Barbara, but I also looked it up. There's a Cito to it. There's a more specific, hang on.
Like
I'm gonna look it up.
Santito
There it is.
Barbarito. Sino. Santa Sino.
Yeah.
Barbarino.
Montecito.
Montecito! That's it.
Yes. It's Santa Barbara, but Montecito is the dreamy part of it. Santa Barbara is where us as
Right.
muggles could go. But Montecito is, well, I could probably get in since I'm a sister.
But me too.
But I could get you in honorary. I don't know. I don't know the rules on getting like an honorary
Yeah.
Kappa in.
Okay.
But we can work on
Okay.
it. We can
Yeah,
work on
yeah.
it for sure. Something else that we talked about, maybe we should touch on first, is that our love for, or our curiosity around edible flowers.
Yes. Yes. I do want to say
And
I received some edible flowers in the mail from you. And the flowers were
was.
cute. I did try to eat one and then I thought, this is paper. And so I took it off. Okay. I think
Okay,
you did.
now.
I appreciate the gesture. And I did think it was cute,
Yeah.
cuter with the flowers. Albeit paper.
Sure. Scary, also scarier.
Also, maybe cancerous. You know, we'll see.
Yeah, maybe. Well, let's hop in here. You want to start with season 1? Because we had some interesting
Episode
guests.
1, season 2. Yes.
Yeah, season 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
I was so excited this
Okay.
first episode. Daniel's back.
Daniel's back again. Daniel's back. Megan's friend.
Daniel's back. Aww. Yeah, I think they had they both felt more at ease in this episode. Which
Sure.
in a later episode, Megan says, if you're prepared, there's no reason to be nervous. And I thought that was probably why she seems more relaxed, because she's already done this once, right? She's already had the first season.
Yeah, the logistics and worrying about any of the things that could go wrong, not go wrong, all that kind of stuff.
So they're super chill.
Yeah.
He's adorable. He doesn't cut himself. And also they're playing off of the guests David Chang and Christina Soy. How do you say her last name? Tossie. Tossie?
I think that's right.
Christina.
Yeah. Those are both great. Those are both like really good gets for the first episode.
I didn't really know them, but I did like them. I thought they were awesome. And I loved their friendship.
Yeah, they were fun. Daniel seemed a little bit more warmed up this time.
And Megan.
Right?
Yeah, they were both toasty.
They were both like way more warmed up. I will say, would eat everything on this list. The onion tart alone, like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, that looked delicious. Also, they were kind of improvising their menu, which I thought was really fun because it was, and I liked that they did the flower arranging together, because I feel like in season 1, she did a lot more stuff alone to present to her guests. I don't know. I guess they did do stuff together, but it felt more like
they did
a big deal.
Every episode had a let's craft together element, and they did not have that on season 1. In season 1, sometimes they were just cooking up a storm, and that's fine. I did like there was always like a craft element that was done together.
And it made me think too, like I would love to do that with someone. It's like they come over in the mid-morning, they do something together, they prep a meal. It felt more like this actually would be something really fun to do with friends or people you want to get to know better. You know, I really liked it. It felt really precious and sweet.
Yes, it was precious, or as Megan says, every 2 words, sweet. Look how sweet this is.
It was very sweet.
Look how sweet this is. This is so sweet. On the fence about the water marbling, because I think some of those scarves came out okay, and some of them I'm like, ugh, is that the equivalent of these flowers I got from Big Box Bezos?
It was a lot of prep for something that I didn't think was a lot of payoff.
Yeah. They're not my favorite craft.
Many crafts in this.
But overall, mini crafts in this. Overall, great first episode. Good energy. Loved the competition. Loved that you had like 4 people.
Yes, they were
right?
vibing. They were doing the flowers. They all got along. It was so chaotic too when they started cooking, which I appreciated. Like Daniel was like, or David was like, yeah, I'm just like, not used to working with other people. And so it felt really fun. I loved it.
People.
Okay, episode 2, we have Chrissy Teigen, who I loved this episode. Also, Chrissy Teigen, I think, kind of got bigger fame, like more famous from being on Twitter, like being really sassy on Twitter. And then she had to take a break because all the haters were coming for her, because she's one of those people that's incredibly polarizing. Like when she's hot, she's hot. And when
Yes.
she's cold, you're like, oh shit, you just like said exactly what you were thinking and didn't think about it for like 2 more seconds.
Yeah, I believe my note here is Chrissy Teigen isn't for everyone.
But I like her.
I do. I like kind of the wheels off, like unpredictable. Like I guess we would like to call it. We would categorize this here on this podcast as wild and unbelievable, right?
Wild and unpredictable.
She does some wild and unbelievable. Wild and unpredictable. You're right. She is crazy. Also, like her cooking. If you've ever watched like her videos about cooking, sometimes she's made like a lot of money kind of being in the kitchen with this whole like brand of cookware and everything. But a lot of times it's like, this is mac and cheese. And then she puts like Vienna sausages in it. I'm like, well, I think I can do that. I just don't look like Chrissy Teigen and I'm not married to John Legend. But neither here nor there. We still like her. I love her on Lip Sync Battle.
Oh,
did you ever watch that show?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was just always like over in this DJ booth, but not DJing, like, woo, oh my God. Like, which was crazy. But they went way back.
Deal or No
Deal. Deal or No Deal.
Yeah. Which I didn't know about them.
Yeah, they were both.
Well, I know about Meghan.
Yeah. I mean, did we know? They didn't say. Yeah, but like, we also didn't know who they were on Deal or No Deal. They were just trying to collect a check.
Loved the little tidbit that when they'd finish, they'd take their eyelashes off and just put them in a bag. Like, that's so disgusting.
You gotta save them, you know?
Like in a group bag, right? It was like one big Ziploc bag with everyone's eyelashes.
Oh, was it one big bag? Oh, I thought they meant it was, oh my God, like a freezer bag?
When I pictured this, I pictured all these beautiful women in their black dresses coming off of the stage and the podiums and then taking their eyelashes off and putting it in a community bag of eyelashes. Probably not, but that's what I pictured.
That's so gross if that's what that is.
I'm glad they both have their eyesight still.
Yeah. I did love that John Legend was just hiding. So I did watch this episode like twice because I fell asleep once, not because it was boring, because it was late. And I woke up at the very end and like John Legend was just like coming around the corner and like had been hiding. And I'm like, maybe he's a bigger part of the
I
show,
like that he's not, though. I like that he's just there with his wife and like maybe him and Harry are just hanging out in the dining room offset eating the craft services, like they're just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
He let her shine. He let Chrissy Teigen have her moment.
That's fair. You know what I loved so much, and I'm wondering if you did, was the necklace that they made.
I really loved the necklaces.
Cute. I did have a challenge for you, which we'll talk about at the end. I asked you to prepare something.
Yeah. I did.
I
did. I wrote
since we do like to kind of wheels off raw dog it sometimes.
They make homemade Cheez-Its, which I've seen people. Okay, so I sometimes get targeted some trad wife content, right? Like women who it's like, look at our chickens that we gather the eggs, and Megan's kind of like, trad wife content, but she's not a trad
I would say there are people that aren't trad, but there's also people that aren't trad wives who have kitchens. But I understand what you're saying with like, because of the way you like to do a lot of things at home, that you might somehow fall into a trad wife algorithm. And that's not
who I am, but I get it. And then I've seen women who are like, I make my own goldfish crackers. And I'm like, part of me is like, that sounds fun to do. But then seeing them make these sourdough Cheez-Its, I was like, you know what? That's something that you should just buy.
It's going to be really hard to compete with a cheddar Jack Cheez-It.
Like just buy that, do homemade.
Yeah. That's my travel snack.
Do a homemade sourdough. Love it. Do a homemade pot roast, whatever. The apple butter later. Like do those things. But like a Cheez-It, like that's a junk food snack. Just buy that.
Buy it. Just buy it. Yeah. It's not that
No.
much healthier. Okay, next up, episode 3, Easy as Pie. This is one of my favorite episodes.
Okay, yes, with Tan France.
I adore him. And his energy is so wonderful and genuine and just like I loved the energy. Not necessarily the recipes and the stuff, but like what I loved him. I was so excited to see him. He was so excited to be there and so grateful. Big fan. Okay. This was great.
So I watched this episode, but I didn't take any notes on it. So then I went to like look up some clips just to refresh my memory. And every single clip, when I searched Tan France, Meghan Markle with Love Meghan, right? Every single clip was people hating on Meghan for this episode and just being like, look at Tan France, like having to try so hard because he's so authentic and she's like so inauthentic. And I was just like, that's not the
What?
vibe I got at all. Like people were
Stop hating on my sister.
our sister. Stop hating on our Kappa sister. And it was like, it honestly made me so upset because I'm just like, this woman can't win with some people.
She can't win for trying.
I feel like this is genuinely her. These are things she loves to do. And people are like, oh, she likes to make things pretty. Yeah, right. And it's like, no, people do like to do that. And that's okay.
Also, she used to do this. That she had a very successful lifestyle blog before she met Prince Harry. Like this was before she was in Suits. We find out, like in the next episode, she was, not to spoil, she taught calligraphy classes and bookbinding classes. She worked at the paper source. Like she has been doing this for years. You guys, she's just going back to her roots with a little bit more money.
She is her. Yes. I was so upset. It's like
That's
all
all it
these
is.
haters. I think everyone who hates on Meghan Markle needs to order some edible flowers and shut the fuck up. Put them in their mouth.
Look what happens.
Feel some GD joy.
Look what happens. Look how hard it is. Okay, Meghan makes it look easy. Look how hard this was, and it's so ugly. The only thing pretty is my grandmother's little teacup. This is so not what to do. And I tried to do what she does casually, and I did it. I was like, I'm just gonna casually put this together. This is hard work. It's hard.
I also wonder if maybe I feel so defensive and you feel so defensive of our Kappa sister, Meghan Markle, Rachel Sussex, because I think that I relate to her in some ways. I think she's a smart woman. She's beautiful. She's
see yourself
so
in her.
gorgeous and so smart. But I think that
and everybody wants to be around her all the time.
Around her, she's just like radiates joy, and I think people cannot stand that she's so joyful. And that makes me go on with your life.
Sometimes they want, you know what people used to say about the show Fixer Upper, and that there wasn't enough drama. Because like I liked watching Fixer Upper because there wasn't drama. Because like on Love It or Listed or like all those shows, like they were great, but sometimes it felt like they were manufacturing drama or like, oh, wow, look what we found in the attic. And I'm like, bullshit, you would already know what was in the attic if you went through an inspection when you bought that house. It was like manufactured drama. And this was just like, hey, this is what's going to happen. This is the show, and we're good people doing good work. And I feel like that's Meghan, and there's not enough drama. And they want drama. And I'm sorry, but there's no Mike Ross. Though wouldn't it be great?
Oh my God, they need to. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. With his wife would be great.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, I agree. I think people are like, they don't understand. People who are hating on this show do not understand the concept of this show. They just don't get it.
But they're just angry. They're angry. It's fine. Let them troll. I want to note one more thing. She bought the spice thing.
Oh, yes, for the masala spices.
At like a store in like, in North Carolina like a year ago because she thought it was so beautiful and she saw it at this little store and then she tucked it away and kept it. And I noted that this is just like what my mother does. She just buys gifts for
when
people
she sees them
and then tucks them away when she sees them. But it's usually just like kids' clothes and then napkins because we always have we have seasonal paper and napkins in the bathroom in the kitchen when guests come over. So it's a lot of that. But that was definitely
for sure.
You know, my mother, your mother-in-law.
It was very thoughtful though. I kind of wish that I was more like that, but I'm usually like, 2 days before someone's birthday. Yeah.
What do you want? Yeah.
And can I Amazon it?
Episode 4. Yeah. Episode 4.
Okay. How about them
How about them
apples?
apples?
Also love that she's writing on this chalkboard little puns. Another thing. Okay.
Love it.
Anyways.
Yeah. She's fun. She likes puns. She likes a good play on words. This was one of my other favorite
Yes.
episodes. Did not know who this person was until this episode.
She's the one with the book, like
and
fat, salt. What is her fat,
sugar.
Fat,
Salt, sugar.
Fat, salt, sugar. Fat, salt, sugar.
Say
Fat,
it with me
salt,
3 times.
Sugar.
Fat, salt,
Fat,
sugar.
salt, sugar.
Fat, salt, sugar. Sugar. I hardly know her.
I hardly know
Sugar.
her.
I hardly know her. Oh, I do. I know Fat. But I didn't have like connection. Like I'd never seen her personality. What a also just a bundle of like genuine joy and like authenticity and just so excited to be doing anything. Like really just kind of loving life. I really liked her energy and was shocked at how easy apple butter is.
I know. I want to make apple butter.
Look, I got a big travel bender coming up in the next few months. I got a lot of travel. But you better believe that come late November and into December, I'm going to be putting on soft pants and I'm going to make everything on this list, but apple butter is at the top.
It's perfect for the fall.
I had no idea. I thought it would take 4 days or something to make. I didn't know it was just a bunch of apples in a crock pot.
Yeah.
I did not know.
Also, I'm going to plant an apple tree.
Yeah. I know you said
and
that.
then I'm going to make apple butter with my apples from my apple tree. This is like this is
going
to be like in 3 years, but I'm saying now because we started this podcast 2 years ago, so time flies. Right. So in 2 years around this time, get ready for my apple butter. Okay.
Can't wait. I'd probably kill an apple tree here in Texas, so I'm going to rely on you to ship me. And if you would please number it, can I get your number one?
Yep, you'll be my number one apple butter.
Thank you. You're my number one apple butter jar.
I know, I got it.
Bottom jeans.
Oh yeah, I got
Did you
that.
get it? Okay.
Yeah, Samina's great. Her energy,
great.
So I love how she's just like, ooh, and we could also do this, and she's like just going. She's making herself at home, and that's just such good energy.
Yeah.
Ugh, and the book binding.
I think I wrote, are you going to want to bind books after this?
They make their own journals basically. And this is a craft from the Paper Source. Meghan Markle Rachel Sussex used to work at the Paper Source, but I loved it. We did that in studio art freshman year. We made our own sketchbooks and I still have mine. And I just remember thinking this is so easy and fun and how cool to have your own book.
Love it. You have a note here about cinnamon. Did you want to share that with the group?
So she's putting cinnamon into this apple butter and you can hear someone from production be like, and who doesn't love cinnamon? And she goes, my husband. And I was like, oh my gosh, my husband, your brother, Kyle, also does not like cinnamon. And that's just another thing that Meghan and I have together. Because sometimes I like to put cinnamon in my coffee and you can put it in the coffee grounds when you make it and it just gives it some more depth of flavor. And I did it once when Kyle and I first got married and he was like, what'd you put in this coffee? And I was like, I put a little cinnamon to make it. I was like, oh, you like it? And he was like, no. I don't like it at all.
Like, this is awful.
I was like, what? You're the only person who doesn't like cinnamon. But not the only, because Prince Harry also doesn't.
No, there's two in the world. 2 princes. Speaking of spices.
I loved this episode.
Next episode.
Well, wait.
Yeah, we tried not to talk too much about it. Wait a minute. We liked the food in this episode.
Loved the food in this episode. It's the Jay Shetty,
Roddy,
and his wife, Roddy? So Jay Shetty and his wife, Roddy, are in this episode, which was, they were fine. I thought she was delightful.
Let's actually call it what it is. Jay Shetty showed up. Roddy was in the episode with Meghan.
This is what would have happened. Yes.
Jay Shetty did nothing.
It was almost worse than John Legend being in the dining room. I think was better than Jay Shetty being on screen.
Yeah, and John Legend would have brought something to it. Jay Shetty, literally, I felt like he was a wet noodle. Like they should have been making a wet noodle dish so that it was in line with it. He didn't. I mean, I'm sorry, he didn't contribute. He was very out of place in the kitchen. Totally fine. His wife is a cook and like a chef, and she has a cookbook. Like that's her thing. And so she and Meghan were like, oh, let's do this. And I would eat every single thing on that menu. Yes. And I want to totally make their craft. He didn't need to be there. I'm sorry, Jay.
Well, here's what I'll say.
Stay in your lane.
Here's what I'll say, though. Actually, it was almost like he kept calling attention to the fact that he was bad at it as opposed to just trying. and be like, it was like,
Yes. It's not like he was phoning
right.
it in.
It was like, hey, you might not have ever done this before, but he was so like Eeyore about it and so down in the dumps about like, I don't
Yeah.
know how to put flowers into this soap mold. And it's like, no one does, Jay. Like, just try. And he's this
Right.
self-help guru guy who tells people like believe in yourself and have confidence. And at one point, Megan goes like, Jay, you need to like listen to your own advice. Like, just get in there and stir the
Right.
cauliflower, right? Or whatever it was. But I
Yeah.
really loved.
He was like, boom,
He's
boom,
like,
boom, boom,
Mama, I'm
boom.
not the cook. Mama, I don't make soap. And it's like, the
Yeah.
soap looked great
Yeah.
though. Loved the little gift boxes.
Oh,
I
oh my gosh.
have
I
to
have
make
to make
soap.
that.
I have to make that. The curry that they made looked so good. The naan.
Yeah, you can do that when
Yeah.
Kyle's not there. Yeah, the non look good. It's
Yeah.
like making tortillas. I was wondering, I was like, are they going to throw this on the actual like burner? Because I love it when you make a tortilla like on the burner
And
and
they
let it
did.
like the char. Because I love a char. Also, she has this like tea. It's this CCF tea that she drinks and she swears by, which also makes me think going back. Hang on, real quick. I'm going to go back and I'm not even going to edit it in. I'm going to just say it in real time. Oh yeah, the Tan France episode. He has that mask with Greek yogurt and like green tea, and he was like, "Put this on your face," and he's like that thick. Do you remember that? It was like a glop of it. He's like, your face is going to change. I feel like we got to
try that.
try
Yeah.
these masks.
Oh, for sure. We have to try that.
Yeah.
And the CCFT.
And the CCFT.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. I'm about to sneeze.
Oh no. No, you're not.
That was it.
That's an exhale, Amanda. That's just a aggressive exhale.
No, that was it. I got it. I tried to hold it back because I got
It
nervous
didn't
because we're
even come
live.
out your nose.
I felt it. Do you not see my eyes?
Because it came out of your eyes and your mouth.
Yeah, that was it. Can't wait to watch a replay of it. Let's hope that we can pick up a better clip than that. All right, just for the halibut, you take this one because I had some thoughts on
Claire
this one.
Smith, who is a Michelin star chef. She actually catered Meghan and Harry's wedding, and just like one of Meghan's favorite restaurants in England land. And they start with like green juice, which to me, I would never, ever, ever probably drink and make my own green juice. That's so much vegetables to make one tiny glass. I just feel like I'm not going to do that. Also, I really liked this episode because first of all, she's a real chef and you can tell she like takes things really seriously.
Yes.
But it was nice to see that Meghan also held her own in the kitchen. And I feel like Claire was actually pretty impressed with some things. Also, just the behind the scenes, because I feel like Claire's been in so many moments of Meghan and Harry's relationship. She was there for their anniversary dinner. She was there, obviously, for the wedding. So she was kind of like behind the scenes. I guess like she was part of this surprise anniversary dinner where they were walking through this really old castle and like trying to be really quiet. And then the photos from the reception just looked so fun. And like she made a fried chicken recipe. I don't know. I just like really liked all the little like moments from Meghan and Harry's relationship that Claire's been a part of through food and how great that is.
So I fell asleep. Also, it was late, so that's fine. So it wasn't as interesting to me, though I understand like your point of view of why this was a fascinating episode. I do have a story to talk about green juice. I do have a green smoothie that I like to make, and it's good. I get into things and then I get out of them. Okay, that's kind of my jam. But I stick with a handful of them, and one of them was juicing. I had a Jack LaLanne juicer that I bought and was juicing every day. And the thing with juicing is you have to like, after you put it all in the machine and it squirts it out, it's great. It is a bitch to clean up. Okay. Yours truly was in a hurry. She juiced real early on a Thursday morning because she had to catch a flight. And so she didn't clean out the juicer. I just like left it. It was in April. I was going to Chicago to the Chicago Improv Festival. I remember this so well. And I left it on a Thursday and it came back on Sunday night. And I was walking up to the door and I was like, why are these bugs outside my door?
No.
You know where those bugs were? Like I walked into hundreds of fruit flies covering my Jack LaLanne juicer in the kitchen. I got the juicer out in I double bagged it, got it out. That took care of the problem like 90% right then. But then had to go like I don't remember where I went spent the night, but it was not there. And then the next day came back and like had to like fog the house because I was doing too many things and didn't understand the repercussions of not cleaning out your Jack LaLanne juicer. I want to make sure that the listeners know that this was a decision I made as an adult in my 30s. This wasn't something I did like as a 15-year-old and didn't know better. I did this as a woman who owned a business and was traveling for work and was trying to be healthy and didn't think, hey, maybe you should clean out your Jack LaLanne. So that being said, I would love to get back into juicing again, but for me, juicing is buying cold pressed
Yes.
juices from someone
Yeah.
else who's already done it and has done the
Leave that
cleanup.
to the
I
professionals.
will pay a
It's
premium.
like Cheez-Its and juices. I'm going to just buy those. I'm not going to make those.
100%. I'm not going to make them. Anyways, that's what happens. You know, you win, you lose. And it was absolutely disgusting. I knew you at this time, but I don't think I knew you well enough to tell
You
you
were
about
like,
it.
I'm going to keep this inside.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyways, that's
I
my
heard
juicing
a
story.
crow.
Okay.
Is there a crow by you?
Mm-hmm. It's a crow right next to me because it saw the edible flowers and thought, you know what? I'm gonna swoop in. Can you really hear that
It's
crow?
like super loud. Also,
Where you
wait,
at?
which way is your mic?
There's a lot of them.
Which way is your mic pointing? Is the mute button pointing to you?
No.
Okay. Like the mute button isn't facing you? Okay, you need to
No.
turn your mic around.
Is it going to be a little late
Okay,
to
we
do
can
that?
finish this episode, I guess. I'm sorry. I just, when you were telling that story, was like, it sounds a little. Anyways,
You may turn it around?
maybe. Turn it around. Never too late to turn it around, right?
Turn around. I've been doing this for almost 2 years. Still don't know which way the microphone should go. There it is. Turn around.
Listen to your voice.
Welcome back, Amanda. Yeah. Oh my God. That's so crazy how that works. Make sure you send this to me split so that I could. Oh my
It sounds a lot
gosh.
better now.
Do you think it even
No,
picked
it
me
definitely
up?
picked you up. But then when you were telling the Jack LaLanne, I was like, wait a second. I don't know if her mic's facing the right way.
Wasn't. I'd like the listeners to know this is a decision I made as a woman in my 40s who has a business or two and has been podcasting for a few years. And now all of a sudden, you know what it's like? When you see those little kids who can't see and then all of a sudden they give them glasses and they're like, "Ooh!" That's what this feels like right now,
Yeah.
listening to myself.
It's like, wow, I can really hear you now.
All right, well, maybe these last two, let's really bring the heat.
I love this episode 7, Weekend Away. She goes on a trip with her gal pal, Heather Dorak Pilates from Texas. San Antonio.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like this one a lot because I think we saw a lot more of Meghan. I loved when they were throwing pot that somebody said, you just have to really like lean in and put your back into it. She goes, you can do it, put your back into it, and started to like dance. I was like, that's Meghan at the club right there. And then she kind of like pulled back. It's like Meghan at the club coming through, also remembering she's part of the royal family. So it's like this weird, like, how do we mesh those brands? You know,
Meghan Markle and then Duchess of Sussex. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I agree. She felt like really like silly this episode, and when they're getting their drinks from the mixologist, I feel like she was really loose and fun and just like having
super
a
loose
blast.
and fun.
Like it was, you could tell her and Heather were friends from a time when they were super carefree and just working out and running marathons and doing 20 something things, and you could see part of that come out when they were together.
Yeah. I love when because he said he used to be an attorney, and she goes, did you watch Suits? He goes, no. And I love that he was just so honest about it, absolutely knowing who she was and having done probably some kind of prep work. Somebody has said if you don't know who this is, here's who she is. She was also like, you would think he would kind of do a quick Google search. He's like, nah, I didn't watch it. I like shows where they cuss. I'm like, well, they did in the later episodes. They got real hot and heavy with them.
I do not think this mixologist knew she was on Suits at all. I think he's like, this is Meghan Markle.
Oh, you don't think so?
To Prince Harry, and I think that's what he knew her from. And I think he because the way he said no, I didn't watch it, and then she's like kind of like giggling, and he is not responding to that at all. Like, I'm sure you were great on it. Like he has no response to her.
He didn't
being
care.
on it because he
No.
has no idea that she was on Suits. He has no idea that he is standing next to one of the greatest actresses of our generation.
No, he's doing what I said I would do in the last episode where I would overcorrect and act like it wasn't a big deal, where I would go so far as if she was like, "Did you watch Suits?" And I'm like, I have an idea," rather than being like, "I had a podcast about your show for 2 years." So he was kind of like doing that, like overcorrecting, but I think it came from an honest place. I have a depo for you here because they made a couple of really great. That cocktail that margarita looked so good. Do you have a signature cocktail that you think you make really well? Because you are really good when you host parties of like, here's in my little like clear carafe, which I broke one of yours once when I borrowed it because I don't know how to host. Remember? Like, or I lost the lid or something.
Water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of your water carafe. But like, you always have like fun drinks out, but do you have something you're like, this is my go-to?
You know what I love that I just make for myself, and I feel like people don't drink as much anymore, but I love to have a little ginger, like a ginginade or like a lemonade with gin and a little mint and blueberry because it's super easy,
That's nice.
but so refreshing. And I love the gin with the lemonade. I just think it's a great combo.
Gin.
I also love gin. Some people it's like an offensive, like some people like don't like it. I feel like vodka, everyone likes vodka. Tequila, most people will drink some tequila. Gin,
unless you have a tequila story. Some people have a tequila story and
I
they won't ever
actually
drink it
for a
again.
while had a tequila story. It was the first alcohol I drank that I threw up with. And then I was like, I can never have this again.
I don't make these anymore. But in my bartending days, the first time I learned how to bartend was at Johnny Carino's when I was working there in college. And I learned how to make a really good martini. And people would come in and ask for my martinis. And martinis are back now. Like they're very in as of late. Well, in the past few years, like they're back and like, oh, you see people going and having a martini because they're a little bit like, I think if you're calorie conscious, they like are a little bit lighter in calories than like a big old frozen drink.
Did you make a 50-50 martini like he makes with Meghan Markle Rachel Sussex?
No, I would ask you like vodka or gin.
And what did you do?
Dirty, extra dirty. I think it was just you have to chill. Like when you shake, like, and they were weak shakers. Like those girls need to learn how. They were like, oh, this is how you, like that's not how you shake. Like you shake it, you pop it, and you release. Like, I know how to do that. Here's the thing with the martini. It has to be super, super, super cold. So you've really got to shake it and like mix it together because it doesn't come on ice. And so you've got to shake it, get it really nice and mixed up. I think the tricky part is when somebody says they want it like dirty or extra dirty or dry or extra dry, knowing how much olive juice you're pouring in to make it dirty or extra dirty, and then how much vermouth are you putting in, because that dictates how dry or like extra dry. And that's a subjective term when you think about it. Like, well, I thought this was dry, but this really tastes extra. But I somehow was able to just kind of like get it just right. Nothing fancy either, just like a vodka or gin martini,
I don't think I've ever even had a martini because I don't really like olives.
I don't either. I like the flavor that they leave behind, but I don't like them in a drink. I don't even really like martinis. And so I've had like a straw taster of my own, where you like put the straw in just to taste it and see if it's good. But
I don't even know if I like this. I don't know.
People would tell me they're good, so I kept making them.
That's the best kind of signature drink. One that you aren't like, I want to drink this every day, but other people really like.
Then we have our grand finale of season 2.
I flippin' love Jose Andres. Oh,
he's great. What?
My gosh.
And she was laughing so hard at him. I mean, like all the way down to like when he was drinking with that like decanter that had like the pour spout on it. That made me feel like I was at Carlos and Charlie's when I was in high school for like my senior trip in Cancun, and like you drink out of like a shot thing. Like that's him walking around at parties.
I want that decanter. I want it.
Okay.
I want it because
Christmas is coming.
When I have people over for like Thanksgiving or Christmas or like dinner party, I want to pass the decanter around and make everyone drink out of it. That thing was it's like a watering can for wine.
It's great.
What an experience. And he's going around and everyone
that takes, you know what that does? That's taking your your dinner party at your house up there is about to move outside to the fire pit the minute people start drinking out of that. Like you'll be like, Kyle's like, let's get out the tractor. Like that's going to be like crazy. I mean, it's going to go next level when you start
Doesn't it
drinking out
just
of that.
feel like, I mean, this staff party, this production crew, the crew party, and I love that they're saying too, family dinner, because it's like a restaurant.
Well, it's a very big thing in restaurants. Like not all restaurants do it, but a lot of restaurants do family dinner. In fact, I was eating at a restaurant on Monday night, and they were talking about how they had something for the servers. Like we had this during family dinner today, and it'll be on the menu next week. So
love it.
Yeah, family dinner is a big deal at a lot of
And it
restaurants.
just felt so fun, and I think a large part of it was that decanter and him grabbing the camera to film people.
Which was great. I knew that was going to happen. I was like, he's going to pull this camera. Didn't love everything on the menu as much as I do love all of that stuff. I don't love anchovies.
Don't love anchovies. Don't love sea urchin. What's it called? Uchi?
No,
Uni.
Uni.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Have you had it?
I don't think I've had it at sushi. Is it at sushi restaurants?
Sometimes at like a higher end, like omakases usually have them because like in an omakase like setting, like, you know, like 15 or 17 courses, but there's like one piece each. And, you know, it's like, there's always some kind of uni whenever in Dallas, all the omakases, there's always some uni as one of the thing. And I'm like, and everybody loves it. And I'm like, I think I'm the weirdo. And texture is not normally a thing for me. I think it's the texture of it. And I was shocked that everybody, or maybe it's just everybody that they showed really liked it. And maybe it's the way he did it. But honestly, I've been to some pretty good like omakases where they have uni, and I'm like, I'm
not really a huge oyster fan either. Like it's just like I'm not really.
I am, and those grilled oysters with that butter on it, I want to. Oh my god, I love. That's the thing. I love oyster. Like I love so much of that stuff. But
I love paella.
I don't like anchovies.
And I thought the ham, and how he said like everyone needs this huge ham shank holder.
Yeah, I don't know that everybody does.
I think I need a decanter.
I can't clean up a
shank holder. I think I need them both.
You might. As someone who can't remember to clean out her juicer, I think I'm gonna pass on a shank holder. You know, I think I can hold my own shank. I am my own ham shank. You know, don't spend money on a ham shank. I am my own ham shank.
Lift it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I loved this.
Yeah, overall though, fun episode. I also thought at the very end, she's like, everybody, thank you so much for season 1 and for season 2. Like it does not go, like, it's not lost on me on how hard you work. I thought we were going to get into season 3 announcement. It felt like, I thought she was going to say something about like being picked up for season 3 already, but she didn't.
But I hope they do. That's my one prediction, I think. If we were to like make predictions for the show, which is kind of weird because it's not like a plot show, but these are real people. I hope that they give her another season, because even though it didn't crack top 10, even though there's a ton of haters online, genuinely, I think the people who love it, you, me, and other people love the show.
Yes. Ran into my friend Jordan today at the coffee shop, and we were talking about it. She's like, I was laughing at your edible flowers. I was like, isn't the show great? She's like, she's awesome.
And I feel like, give us a third season. Complete third time's a charm. And second time, frankly, charming.
Crushed it. Loved it. So it was like with more love, Meghan, is what it should have been called.
With the most love. Season 3.
With the most love would be season 3.
I was a little disappointed Harry wasn't in it.
Yeah, I think we got to see him again in season 3.
Yeah, he's got to get in there.
Should I sign us off?
You don't have any predictions? Any hopes, dreams?
No, hopes, dreams, conclusions. Same thing. I just say ditto to that. No need to repeat it, you know?
Yeah.
Thanks so much for tuning in. You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere else you get your podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review.
If you don't know what to say in that review, you can say, with love, shows. Just, that's it. Shows.
Oh.
We're watching shows. And it's suits to shows. We're moving our brand over.
We are moving our brand. That's right.
Shows. It's going to be a little transition because 1,000% of our content is suits related. So just like with love, shows.
Yeah. It's interesting that I didn't pick up on that, though I've been a big part of it. And now what could have been a quick sign off has now turned into what we always call like explaining the joke. Here's why this is funny.
I'm really good at that. I'm like #1 explainer of my jokes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I will see you next week for some more fun stuff.
Bye bye.
Bye.